because they're going to have a little bit of a vigil and remember some of the friends and people that we've lost over this year. So it would be nice if you could just take your time, chill a little bit. I know you've all had a great time today, but just bring the noise a little bit down. That's really helpful. Okay. 2 minutes, okay. So just try and bring it a little bit more. Just come into this little space if you can. And then we're all together, taking the time. Okay, that's good. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. That's great. Thank you very much for taking the canvas and bringing it here. So good evening to you all. Welcome to Northern Pride Candlelit Vigil. My name is Kai Miller, and my pronouns are he, him. And I am working with this group here, and they will tell you who they are.
My name is Al Coombs, I use she, her pronouns.
My name is Simon Carter, I use he, him pronouns.
My name is Julius, I use they, he pronouns.
My name is Ernest, I use he, him pronouns.
So let us move into a time of reflection and remembrance. So we invite you to first and foremost stand still. And I invite you to take 3 big deep breaths. 1 in, and then out. 1 in, and then out. 1 in, and then out. And so, one of the things that we often speak of is peace. I want you to find a peace in your life and in your heart. So this evening I'm going to teach you a little bit of sign language. And it's very simple, and I ask you to respond if you feel comfortable with the actions. And all it is you do, peace be with you. Try once more. Peace be with you. Okay, that's fine. And we'll ask you to do that again as we leave this space. Okay. Okay. We think the word peace often, rightly, is misunderstood. We often think that calling for peace is calling for silence, for an end to being disruptive, or asking awkward questions. But that's not the peace we discuss. The peace we are talking about is peace that comes from that which is sacred and holy, that is bigger than us. Peace is not merely the absence of war, but beyond our understanding. It is an end to the divisions, the barriers, and the separateness of our communities. It is an end to oppression and harm, a state of wellness and contentment. When we say to you, peace be with you, in a holy place or where there is a vigil, we don't mean that we hope you have a few minutes quiet. We mean we hope that the peace of whatever you believe, whether it's a God or beyond yourself, that you are important, that there are no barriers between you and the people you love. May there be no barriers between you and a God, if you believe that. Between us all and our communities, we long for peace. We long for justice to be reality for all of our world. And that I intend to do some of the work to help bring that about. So we say to you, and I ask you to demonstrate it, peace be with you. Once more, we are here in the city of Newcastle upon Tyne, and we are unapologetically visible in this community. During this time of this vigil, you will hear poetry, music, see some images, and have the chance to light a candle in remembrance of those you have loved and lost. Those candles will be distributed at one point, and then we will light them. So let us just take a moment in the quiet as we do this together.
A protest and a party.
By Hannah Roberts Wilmay.
People sometimes ask, is pride a protest or a party? And the answer is, of course, yes.
Why not? Why not rejoice as we resist, dance as we demand change, celebrate as we create community that delights in all of who we are?
So, bring all of that with you this evening. Bring your policy demands. Bring your glitter. Bring your Supreme Court broken hearts. Bring your rainbow socks. Bring the emptiness you feel for our siblings gone too soon.
Bring your Gloria Esteban remix. Bring your tender hope for change. Bring your most garish eyeshadow. Bring your spirit, tattered and battered by a world that seems insistent on choosing fear and hate. Gather up all these things and bring them here, to a place where we don't have to shoulder these burdens or celebrate these joys alone.
Amen.
So the poem asks, is pride a party or is it a protest? Pride is a party, a carnival. We dance and we sing and we wear beautiful costumes and bright colours. Isn't that fantastic? We paint our faces, we wear clothing to express ourselves, we carry banners and blow whistles and beat drums. It creates the most amazing atmosphere. Yet, it is like a party, yes. It's a time of celebration. It's also a time of remembrance and thanksgiving for all who have enabled this day to happen, so we can take part and feel more of who we are, just as we are. But I also say to you, pride is equally a protest, an act of resistance. A time when we gather and affirm each other and stand up for our presence in the world. We acknowledge together at this time the times of struggle and challenge. And at Pride, we stand tall in who we are as LGBTQIA+ human beings. And I think that that deserves a round of applause.
What is our protest story? Let's have a look back. So, the first gay pride in England took place on the 1st of July 1972. The slogan was GAY, G-A-Y, standing for Good As You. So why did we do Pride? Why did we march? We did so that we could live our lives to the full. For many LGBTQIA+ people, the years were spent with various struggles. We were challenging the stigma of AIDS. We were working to abolish Thatcher's Section 28. We've been unable to serve in the military. We were repeatedly being told no to same-sex marriage. We've been subjected to conversion therapy. And we've been excluded from mainstream religions. We've spent time without meaningful representation on TV and in the media. Society over the time tried to shame us, make us feel that we were sinful and not good enough. We could not let this be. So we marched in pride and protest. We danced and dressed flamboyantly and colourfully to say we are here and we are not going anywhere. We found our inner strength and took to the streets for our human rights.
And we've made so much progress, and yet we still need to protest. Young people are still dying by suicide. Older people are denied a central part of their identity when they enter care facilities. The laws in the UK are going backwards, not forwards, especially for our trans siblings with the recent ruling in the Supreme Court. 64 UN member states still criminalise same-sex sexual acts. In 7 UN states, the death penalty is still in place for those consensual acts. So we still need to protest, to challenge the things that need to be changed, and we need to draw on an inner strength and keep working to establish our human rights. And so, I invite you to listen, or to join in and sing along as we sing of that inner strength that we all have and we all need.
Brothers and sisters.
a people. Together we are strong. We find an inner strength that speaks to us and helps us to stand as who we are. We now move into our time where we actually give thanks. And I'd like to invite Steve Dunn onto the stage, please, who's going to share a little bit with us about Janet.
Firstly, I would like to thank you all for coming this evening to the Vigil. It's an important part of the Pride Weekend here in Newcastle. And as a team this year, we wanted to take a moment to remember our dear friend and colleague Janet. Janet was a much-loved member of the Northern Pride Committee and the driving force behind our health and well-being zone for many, many years. Janet stepped back from the team recently, but her spirit never really left us. Whenever we discuss certain aspects of the festival, we still catch ourselves saying, what would Janet say? Or what would Janet do? She set the bar for care, compassion and integrity in everything that we do. I will always remember seeing Janet during the festival build-up, making sure, or should I say politely instructing people on what they should or shouldn't be doing. Janet knew what was needed to make the festival a success, and she was determined to make sure it happened every year. Her passion is what she will always be remembered for. That and her road rage, driving her car across the town wall. Janet championed sexual health, well-being and LGBTQI+ support. She created spaces that felt safe, inclusive and full of kindness. She was also a pillar in the early days of Rainbow Home Newcastle, standing strong for LGBTQI+ people seeking asylum here in Newcastle. Her passion for justice and community changed lives and still inspires us today. We're so grateful for everything Janet gave to us, our community, and everyone she met. She'll be deeply missed, but her legacy will live on in all that we do. And finally, please join us in sending our love to Janet's partner Debbie, to her wider family and friends, who our hearts are with you.
So for those that are out there, can you please give some candles out, please?
So our candles are being passed out. There's some boxes here at the front, and I can see some of my friends and wider family handing them out. So please do make sure that you pass them on to people around you. And as the candles are lit during the next song, please pass the flame on to those around you, so we share that light with all of us. Please be mindful, this is a small space with lots of people in it, so just be careful where you're holding your candles. The music we're about to listen to is written by Hazel Askew from the Lady Masonry Trio, who actually formed here in Newcastle. The UK folk music scene, which I appreciate may not be everybody's vibe, but it has a lot of songs around death, but they're often tied in with religion, and that isn't for everyone. So, as an alternative, Hazel wrote a song that speaks of death from more of a physics perspective. She says, order and chaos was written as an attempt to convey some of the beauty of physics in a folk song, and to voice a reassuring atheist perspective on death. So there's still some boxes of candles to come forwards if you haven't reached them yet, and people are beginning to share those lights amongst each other.
Around your time
You'll not find me in order but chaos. I think that fits us very well here at Pride. And so we give thanks for the progress we have made, the work of our elders, our ancestors, our transcestors, who took risks to make space for us to be ourselves here in this place. We also remember those who have died through negligence, hostility, violence, suicide, HIV and AIDS. We remember them and take the lights they shone in the world, and we hold up our own lights to make space for the next generation. I will say, we remember, and I invite you to respond with, we remember, we carry the light. We remember, we carry the light. As we light these candles, we connect with queer, trans, gay, lesbian, asexual and intersex folk across history. We may have had different names at different times, but we are not new. We remember, and we carry the light.
We give thanks for the trans women, gender disruptive and gender expansive folk who were amongst the first to resist in the Stonewall riots. We remember,
we carry the light.
we give thanks for the lesbians, gay men and all who fought to repeal Section 28, who fought to allow us to marry, and who fought for us to be protected under the Equality Act. We remember,
we carry the light. We recall those who lost their jobs, who were criminalised and arrested for consensual sexual relationships. We remember, we carry the light. We cry out at the injustice for those who were murdered, attacked, abused and neglected for their gender or sexuality. We remember, and we carry the light.
We think of those affected by legislation in their countries, making it illegal to be themselves, especially in countries around the world where homosexuality is punishable by death. We remember.
We carry the light.
We hold up those whose mental health has suffered, and those who have taken their own lives, because society could not make space for them to be themselves. We remember.
We carry the light.
We remember those who have died from HIV-related illnesses. We give thanks for the progress in treatment, that undetectable equals untransmissible. We call for justice in access to treatment for all. We remember.
We carry the light.
We remember all who have died this past year and whose anniversary of death is significant for us on this day. Whilst there are too many to be named, we do particularly remember Janet Owen. She did so much for the LGBTQIA+ community. We remember.
We carry the light.
We remember. We
carry the light. And so we just pause for a slight moment, because many of you may have lost someone close to you. And just in your own heart and in your own mind, you may wish to name that person. If you wish to say that out loud, then you're welcome to do that also. As we have remembered, we carry the light, and carrying that light brings hope. Hope for me is that people will grow to be fully themselves and know that they are loved by a God if they believe it, by a higher power if that's what they believe, or just the sheer fact that you are fabulous and beautiful and you are loved. You are loved, and that is the most important thing. You are loved for who you are. LGBTQIA+ people with disabilities, those who are neurodiverse, those who have black and brown skin, those who were not born in the UK, those who question the status quo, those who have different views. The wonder of diversity brings strength. If we learn from each other and stand strong, united in that difference, each and every single one of us becomes the hope. It doesn't matter what age you are. We can still learn new things, meet new people, and become who we are meant to be. Follow your dreams. Live your life in a way that makes sense to you. Hope is about recognizing that you are loved, that you can love, and you are loved just as you are. So when it comes to pride as party and protest, I would say we are revealing a hope. It's about being ourselves, being out and living as we truly are. And then the way forward is not clear or straightforward at this time. We just ask that you remember that you are loved, that you can love, and you are the hope in the world today. As a queer community at this time, things are not clear or straightforward in the political climate. We need to continue to support each other, care for each other, and check in with the other person if we have not seen them or heard from them for a bit. If we can keep doing this, we become hope.
Being queer, using that word is about resisting conformity, doing things differently. We can all do this.
And by doing it, we can change the world.
So we've took time to remember. We hold close all those that we love and have loved us. And what we hope as you leave this space is that you find peace. Peace in your heart and peace in your soul. And in that, I say to each and every one of you, peace be with you. And I ask you, if you can, to respond, peace be with you. Just take a little bit of time at the end of this now in the quiet. Hold your candle. If you wish to take your candle home, that's fine. If you don't, just find one of the people and put it in the box. But just remember that you are the light. Good night.